If you hate cold calling expireds and for sale by owners, you're not alone. But I have some good news for you. There's another way to get listings that's less competitive, more targeted, and actually warms people up before you even talk to them. So instead of chasing the same burned out leads as every other agent, you can now zero in on the exact homeowners in the exact neighborhoods that you want to work, having access to people who are statistically more likely to list but aren't getting as bombarded with phone calls. In a minute, I'm going to show you a tool that lets you find these people, and I'm talking absentee owners, high equity homes, empty nesters, and even homeowners likely to list, all inside one map-based search. And when you see how it works, you'll probably wonder why you have not taken advantage of this much sooner. But first, why should you target neighborhoods? Let's begin there. And how is it different than expires and for sale by owners? Let's face it, expires and FSBOs are competitive and overcalled. Geofarming builds brand dominance, and you get to choose your battlefield and plant your flag. One thing to note is when calling neighborhoods, you have to lead with value. For example, if a property recently sold in the area, you can do just sold updates and market stats to get conversations going without a hard pitch. With geofarming, you're playing the long game. So essentially, you're building a list of high quality homeowners that will feed you listings for years. But now you're probably thinking, how can I incorporate this into my schedule? Well, here's a simple routine that you can do. You can theme your prospecting days. So for example, Mondays, you can do just listed phone calls. Tuesdays, just sold. Wednesdays, you can call absentee owners. Thursdays, call homes likely to list. And for everything, make sure you time block at least 1 to 2 hours of focused calling per day. Also, be prepared. Have scripts for each lead type that are short, local, and curiosity driven. And remember to track your calls, contacts, and note the future follow-ups. And if you're wondering, well, Loida, where can you find this information to dominate your market? Well, that's exactly what you can do inside of Vulcan 7's neighborhood search. Just draw your farm on the map, layer in filters like free and clear, empty nester, high equity, absentee owner, and likely to list. It also has additional filters like price, property type, including single family, mobile home, condos, land, and other property details like beds, baths, ownership. You get the point. So once you select your filters, you'll instantly have a call list of motivated homeowners. Another cool feature that they have is skip tracing, which you can do a single or bulk search, which helps you instantly find missing phone numbers and emails. All of this is included with your subscription, and you don't even have to pay per lead like other services. If you want to try Vulcan 7, just use my link in the description, which gets you $100 off your first month. So now that you know where you can access all of this information, let's break down each one. The first thing I highly recommend for you to do, especially if you have just listed or just sold a property, whether you represented the buyer or seller, is do just listed and just sold phone calls. So lead with market activity to start the conversation and ask if they have thoughts about possibly making a move or know of anyone that's looking to move into their neighborhood. Let me tell you, these are easier calls to make than expires or for sale by owners. Next, absentee owners. These are homeowners that own properties which they currently rent out and are investment properties. These leads are great to call, especially if you're looking for a possible off-market property for a buyer who is looking in a specific area. For absentee owners, them selling will come down to the numbers and if it makes sense for them to either cash out or do a 1031 exchange. Next, we have likely to list. These are homeowners that the algorithm predicts will sell soon based on their situation and property data. High equity owners. These are homeowners that obviously have high equity and perhaps they might consider selling or pulling out some equity to purchase another property. Empty nesters. These are homeowners that have a high likelihood of downsizing because their kids have gone off to college or moved out and they might have a large home. With them, focus on lifestyle upgrades, not just selling. And as you're having conversations with all of these different leads, make sure that you're always logging the responses, because today's not yet or I'm not ready can be tomorrow's yes. So if you've been relying on the same old expires and for sale by owners, this is your chance to break out of that cycle. So start targeting the exact neighborhoods that you want to dominate, layer in smart filters, and watch your pipeline fill with high quality leads. And if you want a further look into what to expect when signing up for Vulcan 7, just make sure to watch this video right here, because I detail exactly what the platform looks like.